Late Night FAQ Season 2, Episode 4 with T and D.
Oh, no songs tonight? No musical hand jive?
You were waiting for something, huh?
I wasn't waiting for anything.
You were anticipating it, weren't you?
I wasn't anticipating.
You were thinking I was going to do something,
I just
weren't
asked
you?
the question.
Musical hand jive.
Hand jive.
I don't know how to do the whole hand
What's all that?
jive thing. So no hand jive. I don't know how to do the hand jive. Maybe I'll have to learn that one. I've seen the movie. I just don't know how to do
You've
the
seen
hand
the
jive.
movie several times.
I have. I don't remember the hand jive though. So no, just plain simple.
All right.
Get
Great.
right to it.
Great.
Doing our thing tonight.
All right.
What's up, people? How you doing? This is Late Night FAQs with T and D. How's everybody doing tonight? How you doing, babe?
I'm good.
I'm glad.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good. I'm good.
I missed my nap today, though.
You missed a nap.
Good.
Oh, you missed your nappy nap.
I missed my nappy nap.
Did you have a snacky snack at least? Did you have a snacky
I
snack
had
before
a
your
snack.
nappy nap?
I didn't have a nappy nap. But yes, I had a snack.
But you had a snacky snack.
Yeah.
That's good. At least you had your snack.
I did.
Keep you going. Stay energized.
Mm-hmm.
Get you fueled up for the day.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
It was actually a dry snack.
What's a dry snack?
Well, because it's a 70-calorie snack.
Oh, like a diet kind of snack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lemon bar.
Oh, that doesn't even sound good. I'm sorry.
When I purchased it, I was hoping that it would be better than it was because it's a lemon bar.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we're trying to stay healthy.
It's a 70-calorie lemon
There's
bar.
other ways that
it's
you can
not
stay
like a
healthy,
lemon
though.
square.
There was other things in the fridge that you could have eaten instead of a lemon bar.
That's what I had today.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what you chose to have.
That's what I chose.
Okay. I had fatty stuff today.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I had good old chicken. Nice.
For a snack? Sounds like a meal.
For lunch, well, it was a lack, I guess. It was a lunch snack.
A
It
lack.
was a lunch snack. I had a late lunch kind of thing, so it turned into like a whole thing. Like I didn't have time for breakfast today because I had to get right to work, and then I ended up not eating lunch. So by the time I really did eat something, I was voracious. So I just like, everything. I just wanted, just like that. Just like that. I just had to attack my food. So yeah, I ended up having my lunch and my snack all kind of like at the same time. So a slack? I don't know.
Do that again in slow motion. I'll see if I have a sound bite for it.
Oh. That's me attacking my food. Like that. Kind of like Rocky right there. I don't know, but the face kind of went slack for a moment there.
Speaking of faces, I'm sitting here trying not to make faces, but as you can see, I'm failing. And it's funny because some viewers have commented on my facial expressions.
It's real. I mean, so
when you do something, it is real. It's very real.
I mean, why
very
try
real.
to change it? It's a
I'm
natural,
not trying to change anything.
It's a natural expression. So
I'm not trying to change anything.
I'm silly. This is our outlet. This is our silliness. This is our, like we said, you can binge watch our show. So I get to not be so serious. Like I have to be serious during the day. It's my serious face. I have to be serious during the day. I'm on the phone and I'm helping people and I'm working with people, so I'm serious during the day. So this time I get to be a little silly. I get to relax a little bit with you and talk to them. And they get to witness it all in real time as you do. So none of this is scripted. You know, her expressions are real. So her reactions to me, you know, what I called it before, an unreality show, it's unreal. You know, some of the stuff I do is just unreal, and you just reacting to it. So it's just what it is. So anyway, this guy. Shout outs. Give me some shout outs. Who are you shouting out today? You look nice.
Thank you.
Your hair's all wavy.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
You got your hair more wavy than the ships in the Navy.
What? Oh my gosh.
I don't own the rights to that song either. I don't own the rights to that song. So.
Yes, thank you.
Shout-outs.
Yeah, I just threw this on.
You just threw it on.
I just threw it on.
Okay. Cool.
It's hot out today. It's raining. I didn't plan to go anywhere, but I just threw this on.
Okay. Well, you threw it all together well. Looks
Thank
really nice.
you.
Looks really nice.
Thank you.
So give me some shout outs. Who you wearing today? Like they say on the red
who am I
carpet.
wearing today?
Who you wearing
You know
today?
what? I don't know.
That's interesting.
Well, so my bracelets, I don't remember. I don't know.
Okay. Take a guess. Take a wild guess.
I don't know.
Okay. Mystery bracelets.
I don't know couture.
Oh, ooh. Coutures.
That's the
You
name
fancy,
of the.
huh?
I don't know. I don't know couture is the name of
That's
the.
that's the line.
That's the line.
I got it.
Yeah.
I was a little slow. Take for a
I
quick
mean,
minute
I
there.
could guess rings and things galore.
I probably
but
a pretty
I don't
good guess.
know. You know, especially since I go back with them, rings and things galore, 5 years now. So
Loyal customer.
It's yes.
$5 bling, rings and things galore.
So it's possible. I don't know for sure, but hopefully when she watches this episode, she'll let me know.
Let you know.
She'll let me know.
Okay.
So there's this, and then this
That's pretty.
item. Could be rings and things galore again.
Probably
one of
rings
my
and
older
things
pieces
galore.
that I pulled out my jewelry box.
Okay.
This is rings and things galore.
Oh, there you go. All right. So okay.
Yes.
There you
So
go.
this I do know.
So that you can unequivocally say is rings and things galore.
Yes.
All right. So look them up, people. Facebook,
And
rings
my
and
earrings.
things galore. $5 bling.
My
oh,
earrings.
Can I see that? Oh, yeah, those are pretty. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I have to get really close up phone on the be able to see them. Those are pretty.
My earrings.
Those are pretty. Your hoops.
These are rings and things galore.
Okay.
I do know that these are.
All right.
Because I really just took these out to package.
Wow.
They're brand new.
Brand new. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So she's wearing them on the show just for you.
Yes.
Rings and things galore. All right. So what's up
And I'm
today?
wearing a dark lipstick today.
A dark. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. So what's going on?
What's going on?
Yeah.
Whew. Well, it's August.
It's August.
It's August during the pandemic.
Yeah, it's Groundhog Day.
It's ground.
It's Groundhog Day.
Year.
Groundhog
month,
year.
I don't know.
One day rolls right into the next one. I don't really know the days anymore. I'm just like, what day is it? Day.
I received an email the other day with somebody asking me about something she discussed with me back in February. It was for an event. You know, it was supposed to happen in April and they postponed it, hoping, you know, things would get better, that they'd be able to have it. It was originally indoor. They changed it to outdoor. It's the end of August. But basically, basically, let's drink.
If y'all don't remember, sometimes we have a hydration game. Basically, is one of my fallback words that now I think, you know what they say, that sometimes it catches. So basically, it's become one of our fallback words. So we're taking a sip of water each time we say basically. Hopefully, we don't say it too many times because I'm going to run out of something.
I don't think I will.
Okay.
But she started off her email asking me if I was still interested. And I didn't know what she was talking about.
I mean, it was February.
I didn't know who she was. I never heard of the event. I'm like, what?
That's part of the problem with this year, though. So many things got canceled and shut down, and people are just getting back to them, and it's understandable because, you know, trying to make events happen, you kind of forget about them after a while.
It's like whatever happened in January and February seems like a lifetime ago.
Yeah, you got to go back and, like I tell my kids, I got to go in the Wayback Machine and
even
pull it out of the archives to try to figure out.
Even our cruise that we went on, our cruise was March 1st through 8th. And we had a great time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I was actually looking at some pictures and video over the weekend because, you know, I need to post them on our page. But it seemed like so long ago.
It seemed like a distant memory, didn't it? I was just telling a friend of mine that he asked me if we had been anywhere. And I started to say no, and then I had to remember, oh yeah, we kind of just went away, in March. And the crazy thing is, I couldn't remember where we went. I couldn't remember where we went. I said we were on a cruise. I remember that, and then I had to stop and just kind of like really refresh my memory to remember exactly where we went. It was crazy. I mean, it really does sound like, or seem like it was that long ago.
It was a long time ago.
That's what it feels like.
So when he asked you to go away, did he mean recently or like just this year?
Well, for most people, when they ask if we've gone away, that is recent to them. To us, since we go away a lot.
Right.
It seems like
we usually go away a lot.
Yeah, we usually go away a lot. So yeah, to him, when he said, "Have we gone away?" he did mean like this year, and it was this year.
Well, I was wondering if he meant like within the last 2 months, now that people are traveling again.
No, he just meant in general. He just meant in general. And I did tell him that, we did receive a lot of offers, a lot of things in the mail look like they're really good. We're getting all these emails telling us about all of these places that are reopening, and it's tempting, but I still just don't feel personally safe enough to travel just yet. So I know that there are people out there traveling, and if you want to travel, you can let us know. We can look for the safest places for you to travel to, because we're not going to deny anybody. If you want to go away, that's definitely your choice and your option, but we call it informed choice, like I say at my job.
Right.
We let you know all the options, all the things that you can do to travel safely, and then we lay it out there for you. And if you still want to travel, we'll make it happen for you. But personally, we're just not going anywhere anytime soon.
And I had that conversation with PDP Connect earlier today.
Oh, tell them what PDP Connect is.
PDP Polka Dot Powerhouse organization.
Powerhouse. And what are the polka dots?
Well, it's women or someone who identifies as a woman. Join the organization for connections and networking and collaborations. A lot of the women are business owners, but you don't have to be. Some of them are not. And it's really just a way to get to know other women, not just locally, but across the country.
Yeah, because it's a national organization.
Right.
The polka
so
dots.
You can join here in our area, but you can speak to someone across the country.
Yeah.
And so that's really cool.
Recently,
getting to know different people, finding out their background, what their business is, how they got into the business. And if you want to do business with them, fine. If you don't, that's okay too.
Yeah. No, I was going to say recently, I didn't mean to cut you off, but recently you just told me that you joined the diverse.
Oh yes, I'm on the diversity committee.
So now you're on the diversity committee on the polka dots.
Yes.
And you're with me on the diverse series on the Delaware Small Business Chamber. All right. So it only made sense that they, would correspond. So that's pretty cool.
So, but yeah, I was talking to her about travel because she asked me for a suggestion. She lives local. Well, she lives in Jersey, and so I just told her that I can't give her a suggestion just off the top of my head. I usually do research. I mean, for pre-COVID.
Yeah,
I could give someone. I could give someone.
I was going to
say
we could. Yeah, because there are places that we've stayed or places we've heard about that we can give you a suggestion based on either our experience or other people's experiences or reviews that we've read.
Right, and so honestly, depending on the destination, I do still have recommendations. But she was asking about a road trip. She was asking about going, driving someplace a couple hours away.
Oh, okay.
And I just told her that I don't have an answer off the top of my head. That I have to do some research.
Yeah.
I prior to COVID, I gave recommendations based on places we stayed at, based on places that our peers, other travel advisors have stayed at and provided information about. And then I read reviews. I swear by reviews. And so now post-COVID, it's important to know what establishments are following, COVID protocols and rules, making sure that, your room is clean, the hotel is clean, the resort, if they have a place to eat, if they do, or if they are practicing social distancing, how are they doing that?
Yeah.
So all of these things are important.
Right, whole different ball game.
Right,
Whole
right.
different ball game.
So I told her that I couldn't tell her anything
Not at face
right
value
now.
anyway.
No,
Not at face value.
that we'd have to have more of a conversation, and I could do some research and then provide, some recommendations for her.
Exactly. I mean, plus we like to find out what you like anyway. I mean, I can give you a recommendation for a place, and it could be something that you totally don't like. I mean, our tastes are going to vary. So we always want to make sure that we understand what it is that the person wants before we make any type of recommendation too.
Right. Because I told her I needed to know how far she wanted to drive.
Right.
One person's idea of a road trip is different from,
from our idea of a road trip.
Right, yeah. Our idea of a road trip
is a road trip,
is,
we can tear up some roads.
14 to 15 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
That's our idea of a road trip, whereas somebody's
else
idea
might
of
be
a road
2
trip
hours.
is, 2 hours.
4 hours, you just never know.
So it all depends.
Yeah, so we qualify you first. We get all your information to find out what it is that you like to do, how far you'd like to drive, where you'd like to stop, before we can tell you anything. I think it's interesting that people are like, give me a hotel. Like, I can't give you a recommendation based on something that you like, and then I give you something, and then you don't, particularly care for it. So, we want to know what you like first.
And, things are just different now, because I actually, last week, I did look up hotels for a client for King of Prussia.
Okay.
And
King of Prussia, PA.
King of Prussia, right, Pennsylvania. And so 2 hotels that we have actually stayed at, one of them I wouldn't recommend to her because, again, I'm reading the reviews of what's been going on during the last 3-4 months.
And that changes.
And it changes.
All the time.
Yeah, and so I was a little disappointed. I'm like, well, we stayed at this hotel. I mean, it's been a while. We stayed at this hotel back in 2016, so 4 years ago.
4 years. A lot can happen in 4 years.
Yeah, a lot can happen in 4 years.
4 years, yeah.
And we really liked it, and I even talked about us going back there at some point. Yeah. But after reading the most recent reviews, I don't want to go there.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And I don't want to send our client there.
Yeah, and I wouldn't recommend a hotel. If we look and we find a bunch of reviews online that indicate that the quality of hotel has gone down, any hotel, I don't care what it is, we're not going to recommend it to you.
No.
We're not going to recommend it to you. And I'm sure that, others will. And of course it is about, your choice. Again, we're not going to tell anybody away from anything, but we're strongly going to to recommend against it.
Right. Because the thing is that if you were to still go to that particular establishment and there are problems, who are you going to call?
Exactly. Not
You're going to call me.
Exactly. Not
You're going to call me with your complaints and your issues.
Yeah.
And, of course I'll still help you, but I'm going to say, well,
I tried to
tell you not to go.
Yeah, we're not gonna just flat out say, we told you so.
I'll help you.
Yeah, but we'll definitely help. But yeah, that's why you have to listen to the advice of the travel advisor.
The travel advisor.
Yeah, it's our job to stay on top of things. It's our jobs to know what levels have gone up or down. Sometimes it works the opposite way too. Sometimes there could be a hotel that we may have seen that really wasn't all that great. They do some renovations every once in a while.
You go back, you look at reviews. Change management.
Right, or we've gone back to some of those hotels, and when we're on our road trips, we go and we stop at different places, and we'll take a look at it like, wow, wasn't this place? Yeah. Oh, it looks a lot different now. And then we can recommend it as well. So you can't go by old reviews.
Right.
That's part of our job. That's what we do. So let us do our job sometimes. We would love to help you be able to do things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Let's see. What else have I been doing this week?
Well, you know what? A lot of Zooms.
A lot of
Zooms.
I'm
zoomed out, to be honest with you. Sometimes I get zoomed out. Don't get me wrong. Virtual is a great way to get your message across. I really like the fact that there are a lot of times when you can't see somebody face to face, and you can still virtually get in touch with people. You can still virtually do your learning, your own learning, my personal learning. I do a lot of my own personal learning on Zoom, and I do a lot of teaching on Zoom. So I'm able to facilitate a lot of my workshops that I normally facilitate in person. I get to do them in Zoom. I got the opportunity to work with some of our students teaching financial literacy, which was kind of cool. Self-advocacy, which is really important, things like that. But at the same time, sometimes it just, you're on Zoom and it's like I have another Zoom. So this week I had some and you had some that were like back to back to back, and you get off one Zoom and, then you have Meetup. What is it? Then Microsoft has their own version of it. So
you get off the Zoom and you get like half an hour or an hour to go to the bathroom, get some lunch, maybe return a phone call, check some emails, and then you get on another Zoom.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm having fun with them because sometimes it's really funny because just across any Zoom or any type of virtual platform, there's always these things that inevitably happen on every call. So I'm sitting there watching, and then you'll see somebody. That's
happened to me. I've froze.
Like right in the middle of the most inopportune time, while you're at your craziest, you're saying something with your mouth wide open. You're like, and in the middle of the.
Actually, on the call I was on yesterday, I had to get off it and go back in because she says, well, T, I hear you, but your mouth isn't moving. Yeah. Like, okay.
Or your mouth is moving. Can't see.
Right, can't see.
So it's the opposite. Or you got auto pain. Sounds like I call it auto pain because it's like T-Pain is in the background, auto tuning the call as soon as you're talking.
And let's see. Of course, I've seen people's pets.
Oh yeah, I was going to say that.
People's kids.
Okay, so here's a new game for you guys, right? Just like I do a drinking game, a hydration game. I don't call it a drinking game because you drink responsibly, but I call it a hydration game. Every time you hear me say the word basically on our calls, we drink, right? On Zoom, anytime that you see anybody freeze, anytime you see a pet, anytime you see somebody walk past in the background, you just, mystery appearance, or you just see a shadow walk past, some people look like they got ghosts in the background. Anytime you hear somebody vacuuming, you hear the dog barking, you hear the cat, whatever you hear. Phone ring. Just check them all off.
Some people have conversations because they forget that they didn't hit mute.
Oh yeah, that's
and they're
funny
having
too.
conversations.
Oh, I've heard so many arguments. I've heard discussions. I've heard people just like flat out cussing somebody out in the background. Like, ooh, I don't think that they meant for that to happen. So we call it Zumbo. Z-U-M-B-O. Z-U-M-B-O.
Is that what we call it?
Z-U-M-B-O. And Zumbo is the name of.
Involved in that.
Yeah, I just came up with right on the spot. So
that's what we call it?
That's what we call it.
You call it.
That's what we're going to call it. We're going to call it that from now on.
Zumbo.
So just write all of those things down. And when you see them, just start checking them off. And when it happens, just yell Zumbo. And then that's just, it's a game you can play. And keep you engaged. It'll keep you listening. It'll be really funny.
So silly.
So that's what I do on Zoom calls. Of course I listen, but I listen out for those things, or I watch out for those things. Yeah. Somebody froze again.
Crazy.
So what else going on?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Have I watched any TV recently? I've been watching old stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of old TV shows on.
Well, because there's nothing new. No one's filming anything.
Well, I mean,
but when I say old, I mean old stuff.
Yeah.
I've been watching stuff that I watched with my parents.
I know, right? Now, see, first of all, we scaled back. Okay.
Yeah.
We scaled back. We scaled way back. We don't have a lot of channels because that bill was just getting ridiculous.
Yeah, and because we weren't watching anything.
We're too busy working.
Because again, this is pre-COVID. We weren't home.
Yeah, so
we weren't
out and about.
We weren't doing.
I worked during the day. You worked during the day, and then when we get together, we work together. So we just weren't watching a lot of things. So it didn't make any sense to have a lot of TV. So we cut down on a lot of TV. So right now we don't have that many options because we still don't watch that much TV anyway.
Netflix.
But those old shows, they've been cracking me up lately. I've been watching a lot of old TV that's like really making me laugh. I sit down and just turn on the TV and like, oh, it's funny. Even shows that weren't supposed to be funny make me laugh. I'm sitting there watching the old cinema and all the camera work and everything and the old lines and it was just hilarious.
So we watched. Of course, you watched The Jeffersons.
Oh yeah, George
and
Jefferson
we watched
still
Bosom Buddies.
Yeah, you were watching that.
Tom Hanks. Three's Company.
Yeah, a lot of that.
What else I've seen?
Any of you millennials who know the shows,
what?
comment below.
We don't know what you're talking about.
Comment below. all of my people in my generation, you know, it's my double nickel year this year. I turned 55 this year. So anybody in my generation, I robbed the cradle. Anybody in my generation, y'all comment below if y'all know those shows that we're talking about. Barnaby Jones, that kind of show.
I saw Barnaby Jones a couple of months ago. I haven't seen Barnaby Jones recently.
They had Petticoat Junction on the other day.
I wasn't watching that.
I never watched that show before.
Oh, yeah, we watched.
But it was on TV and I happened to see one.
We watched, and this is funny stuff.
Okay.
We watched $6 Million Man and The Bionic Woman. That's some funny stuff.
Yeah. Steve
That's
Austin.
some funny stuff watching it.
Wait, hold up. Odd Couple.
Oh, yeah. There was an Odd Couple marathon on... What channel is that? It was like Decades or something. I can't remember
the Odd Couple had me cracking up.
That's funny.
I sat there and they had a marathon.
Yeah. It was, on Decades.
And I sat down, you know, we made our food, sat down, we ate, and I couldn't get up. I was cracking up. I was cracking up, so that had me laughing too.
Watch that.
Yeah, so if you want to entertain yourself, check those out.
I actually watched this. I was up late one night. I don't know what I was working on. Mission Impossible came on. Now, a lot of people don't know that Mission Impossible used to be, it was started out as a TV show.
Yeah, no.
You know, they just know the Tom Cruise movies.
Yeah, which I like also.
Started out as a TV show.
Yeah.
My dad liked that show a lot.
Yeah, I watched Mission Impossible too. What's his name? Peter Graves. Peter Graves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and what's his the other guy? I can't remember his name. I can't remember the names of the actors.
Martin Landau.
Yeah, a lot of
Greg Morris.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Greg Morris was on there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that was fun watching that.
Yeah, so that's what we've been kind of doing. I mean, just a lot of travel wishing, a lot of travel news and updates, and keeping you guys updated via our Facebook page, Just Get Away Today on our Facebook page.
I read something. I'm not even going to talk about it.
Oh, making them mad.
I'm not going to talk about it. It's another travel update. I'm not even going to mention it. It'll be on the page. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, you gotta look at our page.
I don't even want to talk about it.
To find out what T is talking about, go to Just Get Away.
These updates are killing me.
The number 2 today, and check out what she's talking about, because sometimes we're looking at these updates, and it's really disappointing sometimes. Because, well, two things. One, the places you can't go. But two, the places you can and the prices that they are. Right. But three, we're not going, so...
Right. Well, that's the thing. You know, we are not only travel advisors, we are travelers.
We're travel enthusiasts.
Yes.
And our mission is to inspire people to travel. So how can we inspire people to travel when we're not traveling? That's a little difficult.
It's difficult.
It's kind of a catch-22 right now. That 2020.
And, you know, I see something, an update, and I'm like, yay! And then a couple of days later, I see something, I'm like, oh.
I know. But as always, 2020. that's my 2020 part. 2020. But we will definitely keep you posted. As time goes by, as things open up, when it's safe to travel, we'll definitely let you know. You know, because we're looking forward to it too. And like we've said before, when things open up and we plan these trips, you need to come with us.
Yes.
You need to come with us.
Join us.
Join us. Travel with us. Have fun with us. We would love to have you. So, that's it for me. Was there anything else for you?
Nope, that's it.
All right.
We were just chatting about everything and nothing in this episode.
I think it's like an unloading. This is what was going on.
This is what's been going on.
This is what's happening. So we'll keep you posted as we go. We'll definitely keep you posted. But in the meantime, everyone, be safe, be well.
Be well, be safe.
Good night.
Good night.